Good evening to all. Thank you so much for joining this session. On behalf of AIMS, we welcome all of you to this useful and excellent webinar for your professional development. Today's topic main thing is business communication skills, why they are so essential for engineers, also quantity surveyors, or any construction professionals, plus any business management professionals. We align to provide here minimum 2.5 hours session. We all clarify your doubts also at the end of the session. And today I welcome one of my corporate trainer of our AIMS, one of the professional English language specialist, Ms. Farjana, to start her presentation. And all the attendees during the session, if you have any queries, please type in the chat box. After her session, she will put question and answer for 5 to 10 minutes. After that, I will deliver my portion. And thank you so much to all the professionals. Once again, I welcome Farjana to start the session. Thank you so much. I'll be here to support you as an admin for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Ramesh. Good evening, dear professionals, once again. I am very happy and honored to have this opportunity to be able to communicate with esteemed people like all of you. So much of experience, wealth of expertise. But still, we are here, as someone rightly mentioned in the chat box, to refresh, to gain more knowledge, because knowledge will never be complete. We have to keep seeking it. You seek it, it comes to you. On that positive note, let me start this first part of the BCSP program. My name is Farjana, the language trainer at AIMS. I have been associated with AIMS for about 2 years now, and I'm absolutely delighted to serve all of you. This is, of course, an introductory webinar of a business communication skills program. The agenda for our session goes something like this, as mentioned in the brochure. We will look at the importance of business communication skills. What are the effective skills needed for success and growth in our career? We will have a brief discussion on the necessity of precision in writing skills for professionals, followed by the importance of confidence building along with fluent speaking and presentation skills. And finally, how can we excel in our career with excellence in business communication skills? Let us start off with a very good idea of what exactly is communication. Well, communication is very simple. It is just passing of information. I am talking to you, you are talking to me. We are conveying the messages, yes, in the chat box, a thumbs up. Everything is communication. But what happens when it is a business communication? Well, in business communication, we are sharing information between the people and outside of a company. Now we have a greater responsibility. We have a company. And we do this, the objective of this communication would be to promote maybe your company's goals or the objectives, maybe the aims or activities, or even to increase profits. See, that is how all of us become a part of the business communication skills. No matter you are at the junior level or the senior level, your communication skills are crucial for your company, directly or indirectly. What happens when we have good business communication skills? So what is the importance of business communication skills? Firstly, it will help us to get success. Through our communication skills, we can aim to reap the benefits of whatever there is in this professional world. But of course, the professional world is not easy. It comes with a lot of complexities, lot of challenges. Imagine a situation where you are not able to communicate your challenges to your line manager. Will he ever understand you? Will ever the problem be resolved? No. So when you can communicate better, you can navigate the complexities in an amazing way. And one of the communication coaches has rightly mentioned, you are only as good as you can communicate. Thirdly, you can contribute effectively to the organizations. Yes, that's exactly what we discussed. When you can communicate effectively, you can contribute to meetings, you can contribute to other areas and improve the overall functioning of your organization. Finally, when you improve your organization, you improve yourself. You advance your career opportunities, leadership roles, promotions, bonus, and any other professional development. Broadly, we classify the business communication into 4 types, as you can see on the screen. When you communicate with your manager, that is when a subordinate communicates with their manager, we call it internal upward. When a manager communicates to a subordinate, we call it internal downward. When the employees within the company who are at the same level, when they communicate with each other, we call it internal lateral. And then we have the external communication where you are communicating with external parties outside of your company. That can be both external upward or external downward. So what are the effective communication skills which are required? I can list many skills, numerous skills. We can go 50, 60 pages, but we have chosen the most important, which we have also observed through our corporate training programs. So what are these skills? It all starts with collaboration. You are talking to people, you're interacting with them, so collaboration is the key. While you collaborate with your colleagues, it is also important to negotiate with them. And this negotiation always happens in a diplomatic tone. You cannot take either sides. You cannot say positives or negatives about one aspect alone. That is where diplomacy comes in. Then you have to be clear and concise. Followed with writing in case it is required. That should be precise and accurate. Along with this comes all the non-verbal elements of the language that you can use. Your body language, your posture, your smile, the way you greet, the way you handshake, everything. Even the way you stand or the way you sit. Then we proceed towards impactful presentations, and you need the skills of active listening, and finally, receiving and providing constructive feedback. Dear professionals, these skills do not come individually. Say tomorrow, Monday morning, you think, today I will work on my collaboration, only collaboration. No, it will not happen. Today I'm going to work only on my non-verbal cues. I'm going to be quiet for all the time. No. Think of this as your favorite dessert, right? A nice dessert, whatever that you like. Too many ingredients that comes together perfectly in the right quantity. It cannot go over, it cannot come less. In the right quantity, when you mix all your ingredients, you get that amazing dessert that you relish. That is exactly how the communication skills work. All these skills come together, and as a result, you will be able to establish success and growth in your career. Of course, when we talk about writing skills, we need to mention about why it is important, because communication broadly we classify into spoken and the written language. And all the other skills comes from speaking and writing. So what is the importance of good writing skills for professionals? Number one, it helps in clear decision making. So when you write accurate documents, when you present facts and figures properly, it helps your management and yourself to give accurate and well-informed decisions. When you are able to give accurate and fully factual information, that improves your credibility. Your line manager trusts you. They are impressed. They know that if this person is saying XYZ, there is a valid reason. And he will give me the valid reason. Ideally, when you enhance your professional credibility and clear decision making, it helps you enhance efficiency. Again, efficiency for yourself, for your subordinate, for your seniors, and for your documents. Let us have a quick look at this specific example of poor and precise writing. On your left-hand side, you can see a poorly written example, and on your right-hand side, an accurately written example. Let us see what are the changes or the revisions we have made to make it precise. Most important, we have used a punctuation, a full stop. Next, we have justified the paragraph. We have paid attention to spelling. If you will look at the poor writing example, there is a little spelling mistake. Fourthly, accurate use of vocabulary. There are many words in the English language which professionals sometimes interchange. They use it interchangeably. One example is affect and effect. Another example is carrier and carrier. These mistakes are very common and it is natural. It is very natural. But it is not natural to think that it is okay. We have to improve. We need to make changes. And research suggests that 8%, I repeat, 8% of the company's profits are lost due to inaccurate written communication that involves emails, memos, reports, contracts, any other document you can think of. Think about your offer letter that you received from your company. What if the laws and policies, your salary structure, your holidays, your benefits, what if they are not written properly? Won't you be confused? That exactly happens when you submit an email also. If you are not writing it properly, you are confusing your audience. You are confusing your reader. That brings us to the next part of our presentation. But before that, I have a video to show all of you. Let us watch the video and come back for a quick discussion.
And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, what this organization really needs is a one-on-one approach. Easily. Actually, what this organization really needs is repositioning. That means that what this organization desperately needs is change. Easily.
Yes, that was one video where, yes, you saw it. Writing skills, speaking skills, everything mattered. See, I am not sure of what your company needs, repositioning, one-on-one, or a change. But I would like to know, what does you need? What do you need as a professional? Can you tell me in the chat box one word? What do you need from your company? In the chat box, one word. What do you need from your company? Okay, I can see that Sir Mohammed is telling the connection is very slow. Sir Ramesh, can you please confirm?
We have very good internet. Unfortunately, candidate has to verify you required minimum 20 to 50 Mbps speed to get the transmission of video and audio. Please re-log in once again.
Thank you so much, Sir Ramesh. So yes, what do you need? Leave your organization. What do you need? Okay, we need clear communication, professional gain, good leadership. Why are you not the leader then? If you need a good leadership, why are you not the leader then? If you need collaboration, why are you not leading the collaboration? Well, the simple answer is we have to lead through our communication skills. If not this company, then another one. Right? That is why exactly we need to look at communication skills in a deeper way. 4, how can we build confidence with our fluent speaking and presentation skills? Now, presentation skills has become an absolute essential in the industry. I recently interacted with a professional who told me that they are into their second round of interview and they have a presentation to make. So they came to me with suggestions, tips that I could offer. And yes, we gave them all. So what are some key factors in our presentation skills? First of all, it's the body language, the posture, the eye contact, the gestures, and how you present yourself totally, as in your appearance. Of course, we need practice and preparation. You cannot come and sit and deliver a presentation just like that. You need to go make your slides. You need to study it, research on the company, research on what you want, what your organization needs. Everything should be done. And then comes clarity of thought. So when you have clarity in your thought, that will improve clarity in your content, whatever you are delivering. Finally, we need audience engagement. Of course, we need audience engagement. Otherwise, it would be very monotonous. And feedback mechanisms. Feedback mechanisms should be constructive. So again, following a diplomatic tone, no positives, no negatives, but constructive feedback. So you don't tell the opposite person that you did not present well. You tell them, where did your presentation go wrong? This part could have been improved in such and such way. You did not give this fact file correctly. That's what a constructive feedback is. And lastly, how can we excel in our career with excellence in business communication skills? Dear professionals, the pointers that you see on your slide now, those are our learning outcomes from the BCSP program. That is exactly what we hope to collaborate with you and make you achieve. So we want you to be good at collaboration and establishing rapport. You must convey your ideas clearly and concisely to ensure that the reader, the listener, is able to understand you perfectly. From understanding comes enhanced communication. Then they will ask you better questions. When it comes to written communication, you must know how to write clear and structured communication. Examples, mind mapping, brainstorming, and we will teach you all these techniques in the BCSP program. You must also be able to deliver engaging presentations, again, which can enhance the attention and understanding of your audience. You should be able to build and maintain professional relationships through effective communication because, as Ramesh sir always says, network is net worth. The stronger you have in your network, the stronger will your net worth be. You are the sum total of the people that you interact with. And that applies in your business scenario as well. And finally, when you are able to do all these things, you will be able to improve your job performance. You can enhance your confidence and create opportunities for yourself. I repeat that, you will create opportunities for yourself. So that brings us to the features of our business communication skills program. As I told you, I have showed you the learning outcomes and now the features of our BCSP program. Of course, it is going to be an interactive learning. We are going to talk to you. We are going to understand your difficulties and then give you suggestions on how to work it out. As you all know, 2-3 hours, it is never sufficient to know at least the tip of the communication skills, right? So we have crafted an 8-day structured training program, which will be about 2 hours long, and that will help you to understand the nuances of communication skills. We will give you actionable tips and strategies. For example, mind mapping techniques, self-assessment rubrics. How can you assess yourself using your own audios, your own videos? We will give you all of that. This comes with a lot of personalized feedback. Of course, hands-on activities, individual activities, group activities with practical tools, suggestions. None of the webinars will be recorded. That means you can have timely and at the same time you can receive your feedback. The exact time you will receive your notifications. We will tell you everything at that moment. None of the webinars will be recorded. And all this comes with a certification. And of course, we will provide you with resources which are worth a couple of dollars, thousands of dollars. These are some frequently asked questions for the Business Communication Skills program. So who are the trainers? The trainers are primarily me and Sir Ramesh. And this comes with our wealth of expertise where we have crafted and given training, CTPs and CPDs for our wide network. If you miss a session, we cannot help you with that because commitment is absolutely important. So none of the sessions will be recorded, but the presentation slides will be shared because we are all humans. We can have any emergency. And any doubts, when you miss on that one session, you can refer to the presentation slides and come back to us. The BCSP is open for all industry professionals, even students or people who want to transition from their job. To put it simply, it is open for anyone who needs professional development and self-improvement. How do you enroll in the BCSP? Well, you can connect with anyone from AIMS, or you can type yes in the chat box right now so that we can note it down. Okay, so you can notify us by typing yes in the chat box right now if you would like to join our BCSP program. The duration of the program, 8 days, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. UAE time, so approximately 2 hours per day. No prerequisites for the program, but commitment, willingness to learn, and to engage with others. The program is structured to be interactive. That means we will give you lectures, of course, because some theory will be mandate, but it will come with a lot of discussions and practical activities and things you can take away for your lifelong learning. So it doesn't stop with 8 days, does it? No, communication will not stop. And you will never be able to say that I have achieved everything. No. So we will give you techniques and programs and planners for your further improvement. With that, a quick note about AIMS. So we were established in 2015. We have trained over 4,000 professionals by now. And sole motive is to enhance confidence, boost career opportunities, technical abilities of our industry professionals. And now we have diversified and we are a company of 2. These are some top companies which employ AIMS successful alumni. I'm very sure that at least you will know 5 to 6 names from them. And we are very proud that our alumni is working in those companies. With that, some last words from my side. Communication is a skill. Just like you learned cooking, just like you learned washing, just like you learned quantity surveying, just like you learned Excel, you can master communication. And it works for those who actually take the effort. So it's like riding a bicycle or typing. If you are willing to work at it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. Personal, professional, managerial, and everything. With that, I would like to conclude. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would like to now see what Sir Ramesh has in store for us. And if we can take up any questions, Sir Ramesh, what do you think?
Sure. Thank you so much, Pajana. It's really a wonderful collaboration with the professionals. And you exactly explained the meaning of importance of business communications. Today, the world, many engineers quantity surveyors, and also construction industry professionals from the various parts of the world. You're all an excellent, I can say, technically, analytically, rationally, you are all great professionals at your workspace. And also you have done a great research in the industry. Thank you so much, Farjana, and also all other professionals who are attending today this session. On behalf of AIMS, we appreciate your time and also we respect your trust on this webinar. Once again, thank you so much. My name is Ramesh Palikala. Basically, I'm a civil engineer and from India. I have experience of more than 30 years in this industry, both in India, Malaysia, and also UAE. After mentoring more than 6,000 professionals across the globe, by understanding the people requirements, I designed one of the business communication skills program. But this program, you will learn many things in the upcoming month, that is in November. But today, it is the one of the useful webinar where you require to understand why these business communication skills are required for us. The agenda points briefly explained by Fajana. Now, without wasting much of time, let me continue. So recently, one of my ex-colleague from the 19 years back, I met him in Dubai. He was engineer. And he met me and he asked me, Ramesh, you were an assistant quantity surveyor 20 years back. Today, you are the owner of 3 companies. How it's possible? And also you joined in that company with a contracting firm as assistant quantity surveyor in Dubai as a civil engineer. Later, whatever you earn, the certifications or the professional recognitions, or can you look at a small picture here? They're all chartered professionals from AIMS. When I mentored them, it's like more than 3,000 professionals, 3,500 professionals across Middle East countries, more than 500 professionals from India recently. All these accomplishments were happened only with the 2 aspects. One is developing others is my passion, but you won't trust me unless I develop and I shown in front of you. Today, respectable institutions in the quantity surveying like RICS, also AIQS from Australia, and Institution of Surveys from India, after achieving the fellowship, my development or my aspiration to make every professional in this industry where they are lagging exactly. Today, some of you typed in the chat box about your expectations. One of the important words which I have seen is called professionalism. How you can define the professionalism in the world? See, the world today is digitalized, also highly connected across the world. That's why today I'm also connecting with all of you now from my home. You're all at your home. And the attendees are attending all 96 professionals from more than 8 countries. Thank you so much for all of you for attending this session. I really appreciate, and also the way you want to bring the career growth. This all depends on how you understand the leadership skills. Again, leadership skill means it's not about having so many followers behind. In one word, if I ask you, leadership means state of mind. State of mind is about what you want to become. Yeah, what you want to become in the life. Maybe you are a civil engineer, or you are an engineering graduate, or maybe you are a management trainee, or you are a manager, or you're a developer, or you're an entrepreneur, whatever it may be. Today, your state of mind, if I ask you how many of you want success in your career, if I tell you, all 96 people will type yes, 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 yes. That means you want change in your career. Whether you are a young person or a middle management, or you are maybe a senior most person in the industry. But to learn how to get success in the career, this all depends on what you want exactly in your life. Yeah. Daniel, what you said, leadership is all about respect, all about, I think, respect. Absolutely. A leader should respect everyone in the life. But what's your state of mind today? Exactly what you want to achieve in your life. Success can be defined for many people in different ways. Everyone try to understand one of the statement which I am telling. All the jobs in the construction industry are temporarily permanent and permanently temporary. Why? Because the projects are unique. Your positions are temporary until the project completion, or maybe permanent in that company until you decide. That's why every employee today, you have 1,000 companies are waiting for you. At the same time, every company is waiting for 1,000 professionals for one position. That's why in the LinkedIn, if somebody put a job request of commercial manager with MR, Nakil, yeah, and even in the biggest companies in India, when they look at the top positions, even assistant quantity surveyor also applies for that. Nothing wrong, but you won't be called. That's why change is highly important in this world. What change you can bring in the life. That's why leadership zones, I will tell you to all of you. One is about your, first of all, do you know about you? Do you know what you want it? Are you happy in the profession? Why not? Today, whether you know it or not, you're all highly successful professionals in this world. You're all highly successful professionals. But are you communicating with you at any time? That means, do you speak with you? Yeah. Do you know about you? Do you like you? And these are the points you all have to start thinking. That's the first leadership skill. That's why the business communication skills, it starts with you first now. What type of business that you have been involved? Today, for all the respective professionals who are attending from across the world, thank you so much once again. I really respect your time. Some of we have misconception that speaking English in fluent, accurate, in concise manner, of course, is required long ways competence, but that not only a business communication skill. Today, you're all carrying out a great strength to your businesses owned by somebody else. For example, today my staff also attending. They also require business communication skills. Why? They are in my business. And for all my staff, always I say, you are my asset, because they require to speak to professionals like you. And as rightly one of the senior person told here, leadership means you should get self-respect. Also, you should respect others. That's why here everyone should understand effective communication skills. The day once you learn communication skills in proper manner, and don't assume that writing English properly in terms of reports, and also speaking verbal, non-verbal, graphical, plus different communications, what you communicating today in this world, it definitely demonstrate your business communication skills. That is the first of all foundation to make sure to deliver the essence what you have. As many times when I'm speaking to many professionals across the world, and also top talented professors, directors, vice president, and CEOs, some of them, they may not speak properly, but doesn't mean that they don't have business communication skills. As an example, when you want to draft a letter, being a CEO of a company to another director of a company, first of all, do you know what type of business communication that you are sending? In that, the basic grammar, essential writing skills, and common grammatical mistakes when you are writing to other persons. Yeah. And also, when you write about anything or whatever you're speaking, Even today, a lot of communications, we are communicating across the world. Sometimes through LinkedIn, we'll send a communication. Later, we'll send a WhatsApp message to other persons. We're also sending an email to other persons. Sometimes we're attending the online meetings, physical meetings, seminars, conferences, meetings, project review meetings, commercial review meetings, also business meetings. In all this, how far you are able to communicate with your appropriate business communication skills. Business communication skills, which comprises not only speaking alone in English is not only enough, it's not only sufficient. Sometimes your business required to do with various Asian nationalities, sometimes or Asian countries or European countries, African countries, or it can be any other different across the global businesses. That's why how far you are communicating with your essential business communications with good clarity, both in written and also verbal. When you are speaking with other persons about a body language and also active listening skills, apart from that emotional intelligence, this is the one of the signs you should be aware of what you are speaking, to whom you are speaking, what you are communicating. End of the day, you are the ambassador of your organization. And apart from that, nowadays we are entering into Industry Revolution 5.0. What does it mean? So simple. Artificial intelligence emerging into the industry. Complete digitalization. Even in the construction industry today, if you look at so many challenges after COVID-19, people mentalities has been changed. The myths has been removed. Everyone can connect anytime, anywhere in the world. No need to travel. Just sit at home, just like this today, how you have been connecting. And today somebody typed Chat GPT. Of course, Chat GPT can write something what you want, more than Google. But end of the day, that's artificial intelligence. But this artificial intelligence invented by human being, that is called natural intelligence. That natural intelligence, when artificial intelligence emerging into industry, you should develop this as called enhanced intelligence, understanding the future challenges in the world. That's why so many businesses today replacing the artificial intelligence and reducing the human staff. In the future, our jobs also can be handled by robots. But under the natural intelligence is how friendly you are with your team, also with your company, with the stakeholders, with your clients, also with your business partners. One of the important role in this particular society, giving respect to others is one of the important communication skill in the business. Second is empathy. Empathy means it's not showing sympathy. Empathy where you can understand the you and your team and your colleagues and stakeholders and also business partners. In all this area, how far you can understand them in their point of view. And also across the world when you do the businesses or when you have involved in the businesses, importantly, cultural awareness, cross-cultural communication skills. Today, I comfortably sit in front of all of you. I'm communicating with all these communication skills. I think majority of you feel that, wow, Ramesh is speaking confidently, right? This confidence word is very, very important in the life. That's why it is called self-confidence. But this self-confidence, when do you will attain? First, do you know about you? Do you know your inner strength? Sometimes when you go to the job interview, sometimes people ask you, what's your strength and weakness? Maybe you are searching at that time, what's my strength and what's my weakness? The funny thing is sometimes you may ask the interviewer, why should you know about my weakness, right? That's why, guys, every one of the attendees in this today's meeting, in this particular seminar, webinar, importantly, one of the need analysis is very important in this world. Need analysis. What is the need analysis importance? Majority of you may think that communication skills in terms of soft skills are very important in this world. Being I'm from Asian countries, what I studied my elementary education, also in my, I can say, diploma education as a civil engineering when I study. Even during my engineering college, nobody taught me what is the importance of soft skills. That's why at the time, I used to think to get a small job, just engineer. But I need to tell a small story of my first experience while I was working with Rolls-Royce Group. They took me from one of the power plant. I worked as a measurement engineer, that is in terms of quantity surveyor. I worked with 90 expats from UK, but working in India at the time. So I can understand their communication, and also they also can understand my communication. That's why I got a job. But 3 years when I worked and managed the projects of more than 1,200 crores Indian currency, that is approximately here in case of the Middle East, it is more than $600 million project. The project wise is a huge project. But as a fresher, I realized the first day of my job, the importance of business communication skills. But guys, so many engineers today, you are working, but you are not at all happy in the industry. There are three things are not making you too happy. Number one, right opportunity. Number two, expected salary. Number three, your passion, whatever the job you want to do. Either place or a company, because you want to join a branded company. But branded companies may not take you unless you create a personal brand for you. Just engineering or just MBA or just a degree or just a diploma, it never makes you as a successful leader in the industry. That's why majority of soft skills, which are so soft, that's why people are taking light. Guys, no. The day once you start investing your soft skills into learning, whatever I listed here, around 23 names of soft skills, can you believe? Your verbal communications, how you are speaking, your non-verbal communications, at least are you smiling? I know majority of you lost your, smile. You forget to smile. A smile is a symbol of success. A smile is a part of your life. That is one of the leadership skill when you meet other persons and when you start communicating in majority of the areas. That's why being, especially the engineers in this room, do you know your strength? When you study 40 subjects or 4 years or 5 years of engineering, wherever you study, whether India or Pakistan, Bangladesh, Philippines, or maybe Egypt, or maybe South Africa, whatever the country you study, BSc or MSc, or BTech or MTech or double MTech or double masters, MBA, double MBA, doctorate, 2 doctorates, make a small pass. Why you studied all these degrees? What did you study? What did you learn at the time? That is called common sense. Whatever we study in the colleges, we never apply in the real life. Yeah. But we apply, that's a basic science. That's why there are 4 to 5 zones I will tell you today. Try to listen these zones. But every one of you like one of the zone, it is called earning zone. Everybody likes earning zone. But to go to earning zone, that too not a small earning, big earning. Not big, very big earning you want, handful of money, excellent salaries, excellent bonuses, or excellent business growth. You all want it, yes or no? Yes, definitely. Everybody type yes if I ask you to type. But do you know how many zones are there to reach to the great income zone? The first zone is called leave the comfort zone. What is called comfort zone? Is always satisfying what I know. And also sometimes overconfidence that I know everything. Also satisfying to the things what you learn or what you know. That comfort zone, as an example, there is a one civil engineer has come to Middle East to get a job. The day once he land into Middle East and he feel, wow, I got a job. That's the first stage, entering into the comfort zone. And then start practicing this everyday life. In all the overseas lives, there are three things happens. Morning, when you go to office, one punch. Afternoon, one lunch. Evening, come back, one punch, finish. And again, annual one month leave for annual vacation, and come back and check whether you have a job or not. If you have a job, look for the job. Sometimes increments are very small, chocolates and biscuits. That is staying in the comfort zone. But between comfort zone to last earning zone, first important is called learning zone. That learning zone should define what you require to learn. Because when I discuss with professionals, especially the engineers, you want to learn everything technical. Example, like you want to learn technical aspects, commercial, financial, legal, so many certifications and so many degrees. My question is, why? Why do you want all this? Think about learning zone of anything what you learn practical aspects, realistic aspects, meet the expectations of the society, what they want, learn it. Demonstrate it. That is called learning zone. This learning zone takes you to the next zone is called, where your position is called growth zone. The growth zone will show to the next zone is called success zone. The success zone takes to the next zone is called happiness zone. That happiness zone, the last zone is called high income zone. That's what the biggest companies, managing directors, vice presidents, CEOs, general managers, etc. Those positions are drawing high amount of salaries. You know how they got it? Only because of the soft skills. And while learning soft skills today in the world, why we have to learn 2025 transforming skills? Everybody note down in your diaries. 2025 is a milestone year in the industry changes will kick off. Everyone look at reskilling is required in the many companies. Staying in the same company without enhancing their abilities, skills. As an example, when I speak to one of the very senior most person, he's also highly certified. Excellent knowledge he has in his brain. But importantly, how this knowledge and your experience, your expertise, your skills, your behavior, your leadership, how do you communicate in a job interview or clients facing interview? And apart from that, how do you demonstrate in your day-to-day life with all your colleagues, with your team, and also with the other stakeholders? That's why you all have to look at what is your expertise. Tomorrow morning, you all check your CVs. If you write that I am a civil engineering professional, have hands-on experience more than 25 years in the industry, also been certified, etc. I have several certifications called PMP, MRSS, MCAOB, also P under different certifications, maybe 10, 15 you might have taken. My question to you is, do you have a time to explain all the certifications in the job interview? No. This way, your expertise should be communicated well-structured way within the short amount of 2 minutes when you speak about your self-introduction, when they ask you, who are you? This way, that who are you question when they ask you, or tell me about yourself, or a self-introduction. That's the first nailing point in the interviews. That is called very important point where you are selling your skill set. That's why whether you have 2 years experience or 15 years of experience or 25 years of experience, do you have sufficient time to explain in the job interviews? No. A job interview called for you for certain things with your expertise, your work experience, your educational qualifications, your skill set, and the technology is what you know. How do you communicate? Today you are in the industry in 2024, I know a couple of candidates in this room might have contacted me maybe 2022 before. Even yesterday, one guy has contacted me who want to learn something from me. In 2018, he contacted me, and now after 6 years, he contacted me again, because we are all dreamers. Dreaming is always a fantastic thing. Dream big, not a small big. Dream very big, but the dream required clear understanding of what type of a dream that you have. Even when I entered into Dubai, I have a lot of dreams. I need to fulfill. One by one, it will come to our life. Yeah, it's not so easy to become a certain managerial level in Middle East, and also later to start your own entrepreneurship. You required very important is your confidence. Confidence you cannot buy from Carrefour or Giant or maybe any supermarket. You cannot. First, you should know what type of a position you are looking in the companies, what type of a companies where you want to join, or what type of industry you want to set up. Very important aspects you all have to learn. That is called knowing your real passion. The passion makes you to drive to the next level. That's why fantastic 2025 is coming, even for you, even for me. Because if somebody asks me, Ramesh, how old are you? I say I am sweet 16. I have more than 35 years of experience behind me. This 35 years of experience, what I learned is not only communications. It is about the people skills. It is about the knowledge and also the awareness in the industry, what we learn. Importantly, many people, they know they have certain skills, knowledge you gain. But your performance in the companies are not giving you as an outstanding. Make sure your behavior, how you are speaking in the industry. Speaking English is one of the international languages where you are communicating either, I know the audience majority also attending from India and also from Middle East. Your native language is not English as your first language. English is a second language what you learn. But today you're all understanding the English what I speak, because this is a very general English I am speaking. But certain times we need to see why your CV is not recruited by or not picked by certain great companies. It's only because of two things. One is it your professional knowledge and the skills have been upgraded properly? Are you showcasing your proper experience in the CVs with an appropriate knowledge? Apart from that, in the last decade, last 10 years, I'm observing in the job industry, also in the market. Even 20 years back, when I start preparing myself for the certifications, this is a greater value. Today, the various certifications from well-developed countries and also the rich educational standards, US, UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and also the various international, I can say, aspirations, your dream jobs where you want to work. Such countries required not only certifications, mainly your attitude, your aptitude, your behaviors. Also very important when you want to work in the international companies, they look at how far you understand the company's behaviors. Yeah. Daniel, I will not agree with your point of age doesn't matter. Just now I told, I'm sweet 16, you are also sweet 18, don't worry. Age doesn't matter. As long as your dreams, your actions, your thinking, your process, and anything what you think, with all young thoughts you have to think. Because industry is very young always, especially construction industry, always young. In the last 20 years, I'm looking in Dubai, when I drive, every roads have barricading tapes, constructions, reconstructions, modifications, projects never ends. Construction industry is very young. As long as you guys think that meet the young industry. That's very important. For that, what you required is competence. Yeah. Somebody is typing, after 40, you don't get a job in Middle East. Who said? Don't listen to any type of this type of age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. As an example, at the age of 32, when I came to Dubai, somebody told me, Ramesh, you are going very late to Dubai. I said, why? Why should I think? Because opportunity touches your door at some point of time. Yeah. At some point of time, only opportunity touches. Do you know KFC owner at what age he started the business? 65 years. But the concept and his skill, his competence, his experience, and the valuable taste what he put in KFC, that's been recognized by world at what age? But the 65 years of his age when he started the business, it doesn't matter about the age. His expertise took that much of time. That much of time it took. Yeah, that's why in the matter of at any time when you are looking at to learn or to start a business, somebody asked me recently, Ramesh, at what age I want to start a business? Then I said, every person in this world is unique, guys. Don't forget this word. Every person is unique in the world. How? Because you're a human being. You born and brought up in some country, some place, in some family, at some circumstances. Yeah. Maybe your family is a poor family or a middle class family, or maybe semi-rich, or maybe super rich, or maybe different countries. But very important, 20, 30 years back, super rich families, they become poor families now. 20, 30 years back, poor families, now they become rich families. This all depends on how consistently, how persistently, with your focus, attention, care on your dreams. Yeah. 2 points I'm telling in my seminar today. Dream big, but stick to your dream. Can I dream so many dreams? Possible. Draw your dream tree. Yeah. One funny thing I did in 32 years of age when I came to Dubai, I have a small diary. In that, I draw my dream tree. In that, one of the trees, I want to build my own villa in Dubai. At the same time, I'd written one branch, I want to buy a mobile with camera. That's hardly 100 dirhams. Sorry, 1000 dirhams. It happened in 1 year time. First small dream. The big dream to build a villa in Dubai, I required minimum 1.5 million dirhams. But it took me 19 years to build. This 19 years, still, as I said, I am still in my dreams to build my business and your businesses. My business is to build you, to build your business. That is called building the business is called career. All young people in this room, I know you are not happy in the profession. Why? Because you expected to dream a big salaries. Maybe you are an MBA holder, or you might have studied some doctorate. You expected something big in the career, it will come. But understand the company or country or the industry requirement. That's why your experience when you speak in the interviews, don't tell number of years of experience. Demonstrate your experience and show your knowledge with your right skill. But how you can show your knowledge and experience with your right skill unless you have a business communication skill? What do you mean by business communication skill to speak in the real interview? It's very simple. You might have worked in several companies, various types of industries, different types of sector you work. And all this you have to bring in the interviews when you meet a panel within a short amount of time. That time is it can be 20 minutes, it can be 30 minutes, it can be 2 hours, or the interviews can be 3 times, 4 times, 5 times also can be done. But your performance in the interview, after that they give an opportunity. If they kept you as one of the biggest position at the consultancy to deal with a client, at the time, don't go back with your experience. Try to understand the requirements of each project. Majority of the construction professionals, especially the engineers, quantity surveyors, commercial managers, project managers, we change our jobs frequently based on the requirements. There are two things in the industry. One is called unknown angel and known devil. Every company looks like a known devil, and you expect unknown angel will come and save you. That's not correct. That's why you have to question yourself. Do you know about you? Or do you know what you want it? That's why don't chase the money at all in your career. Especially the suggestion for the young people. Chase the skills. The skills should be chased in such a way how the skills can make you required money. That's why every aspect, the positive attitude is very important. Suppose if you have a strong mindset, then you cannot listen to others. The communication is very key in our important life. And also social skills also very important. While I was working with one of the medium-sized consultancy, that was a good consultancy, international, but managing by mostly the professionals from UK. And one of my Asian colleague always used to say two things to me. One is, Ramesh, here in Middle East, to get your job to grow, the skin matters. I said, what is skin? He said, skin color. I said, what is a skin color? He said, that depends on your nationality. I said, is it so? Then I listened, but think about how to work with the international professionals. As I said, initially in my career, I worked and learned from my mentor. He's from UK, West Manchester. And later, in my last employment while I was working, I used to manage several UK-based consultancies. And the great learnings what I learned is also shared with them. Even today, 35 nationality professionals I mentored across the globe. And everybody, they are the fantastic professionals. Learning, sharing the knowledge, shining the people, developing the people. This is the part of my mentoring. That's why chasing the skills. If I ask any engineer, what do you want to learn? He say, I want to learn AutoCAD. I want to learn FedEx. I want to learn climbs. I want to learn variations, commercial, technical, financial, legal. No one say, I want to learn the business acumen skills. That's why in my initial days, I have a dream to work as a CEO of a company. But once I learned the business, now I am looking at certain point of time to hire a CEO to run my business. This really, I learned this is a statement because I like certain people, once people give a motivation statements. Because majority of you may think that I might have studied the great studies. No. I studied my entire education in one South Indian language called Telugu. But the speaking communication skills I learned from various people. People skills are very important. You will not buy a book for people skills. Why? If you read a book how to swim, you will not learn the swimming. To learn swimming, you have to jump into water. Then automatically you will learn how to float, how to swim, how to survive. But in the industry, many people want to learn several skills. That's why somebody asked me, Ramesh, how to develop the presentation skills? My answer is start presenting yourself. Yeah. How to develop the communication skills? Start communicating. That's why in the industry, very important is integrity is required. Integrity is always to develop. Somebody says that Ramesh or you or etc., you cannot achieve. You are from, for example, India, or you are from some other country, or you are some other, I can say, your color is black, or you are very short. You doesn't look good. Yeah. Somebody say, no, you're very short, or you're tall, you're fat. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to anyone. Because the success will give you the glamour to you. Especially in the construction industry, who looks glamour, right? But If you look at the top management people, once you reach to that level, you should have two things called your personality. The personality building is not only the physique. The way you respect others is called courtesy, consideration. That's why this learning global skills today in the industry is one of the biggest challenge. That's why business communication skills always it starts first to understand the business. Yeah. In the business communication skills, once you start learn, it gives you how to understand as an employee today. Tomorrow you will become an employer. What's the difference between employee and employer? Employee will get salary. Employer has to pay the salary. Yeah. While I was working an employee in a company, I will get a handful of salary. But today, once I become an employer, I must pay my team salaries or my staff salaries or my, I can say, business partners' salaries, fees, and etc. on time. That's why to learn business communication skills, it starts with first understand, speak with your appropriate body language. Majority people think that speaking is so easy. But have you observed three things when you are speaking? Number one, don't speak fast. Who said to speak fast? Maybe somebody said, maybe your seniors or maybe some manager. If they speak fast, either English or any language, we may think that they have experience. They can speak with very good fluency, but importantly, accuracy is also important. And also speaking English without observing your facial expressions. Can you look at your face when you are speaking in front of other persons? No, except you stand nearby mirror. So the business communication starts first of all with your verbal and non-verbal, both it appears. Number one, don't speak fast. Second, listen what you speak. God has given built-in unit. This is called completely called built-in unit. And God is so intelligent. He created everything at one position that is called head. And it has a sense. It should require common sense. Suppose now I am speaking with all of you. My mouth is here. My ear is here. I can listen what I am speaking. I'm not speaking fast, have you observed? And second thing, I can speak 4 hours continuously like this. Do you know the secret in this? Maintain some pauses when you are speaking. Second thing, I set the same position 1 hour back. I'm speaking continuously without any much movements. Your body language is very important when you're speaking with people. And your expressions are very important. And your gestures also important. And apart from that, if you want a great meeting with any CEO or a director or a managing director of a company, you will send one email as a director. First of all, are you communicating effectively and efficiently? Second thing, is it your email? Does it carry the professionalism? If they give the business, do you have the credibility? That's why everyone should develop, being the English is a second language for many of us, even including me. The precision and accuracy is very important. That helps you to develop your report writing skills with the 7C principles, which are basically starts with your conciseness and also the way you write, the correctness, also with the courtesy is very important. As being you are working as an employee in any organization, suppose you are working with a consultant and the contractor he reflected with his wrong communication with you, but don't lose your patience. Don't lose your emotion because you are an ambassador of your organization. Courtesy is very important. That is respect in the areas. Then clarity and also the concreteness. And importantly, the consideration is very important. For example, you are writing an email to your boss. You are expecting increment for that. Maybe you have been working as a QS in the same company for last 10 years. Every year you are sending an email, but your CEO is not bothering about that. or maybe your general manager or director. Because here your expectation is your consideration. Yeah, your expectation is your consideration. What do you want? Increment and bonus. But that email, what you write, does it carry its credibility? Did you convey it clearly? Maybe you might write the email saying that, as boss, several years I have been working as a QS, please promote me increment, provide me increment. No. Communicate correctly. What do you want? Why they have to provide? That is called in a conciseness, with a completeness. When you provide, your communication can make you the best things. But mistakes can happen in every communication. Yeah. For example, I'm speaking last 2 hours. Maybe I commit some mistakes in my communication, but don't worry. Communicate, find out your mistakes, both in writing and speaking. Try to clarify. Certain times you need to rephrase and also revise. Majority of the people, professionals, they have fear of communication writing skills. That's why they don't get promoted from senior QS to manager. Also, some candidates, they may not have further level of communication to understand professional presentation skills, either in front of the people or in front of the audience, also in front of the stakeholders. Yeah, a planning engineer cannot become a planning manager unless he can present the progress report accurately, perfectly, clearly, in concise manner, in a convincing manner to the clients. And also effective listening skills. The listening skills are very important, but they are very painful. Yeah, maybe you may be all thinking that speaking here, Ramesh is spending a lot of time and his energy. But trust me, guys, as a speaker, listening is very painful. Today, you're all listening, you're spending an excellent time, and your energy of listening means that listening has a audibility, understanding, and also once you understand the necessity, once you put into practice, nobody can stop you. That's why listening skills are very important for the senior management professionals. Why? They have to take some action. That's why whenever you look at any top management, senior management rooms, their job is to listen to others. At the time, how do you listen? How do you understand? How do you note? And also for every listening, there's an expected action. There's a expected action. That action when you take, that required certain understanding. So listening time, you can also question, but unless you don't understand question properly, or unless you don't understand what you listen, you cannot ask the question clearly. That's why when I mentored the RACS APC aspirants, they attend interviews, but that interviews are sometimes 60 to 70 questions they required to answer. Listen, answer, listen, answer. At the time, they required the best communication skills. Listening, speaking with confidence. Also, while we are speaking, our brain has certain limited amount of vocabulary. That means the words. Choosing the right word and speaking appropriately in a concise manner, that helps you a lot. That's why senior management, when they speak for 10 minutes, that has a greater value. They use high level of professional words. Sometimes we may not understand the words. That's why gaining the vocabulary terms in English to understand, that is a backbone for you to draft and to write and also to speak. Let's listen one small video of a funny video of an engineer when he is communicating for a technical aspect of his interview. Watch it for a while.
Hi, so tell me about yourself.
Sir, I am sitting in front of yourself, myself Rakesh Mohanty, and I am technology mad. But if you will ask me what is my passion, I will say hardware. But this is for the first time I am doing on Spiky.
Skype, you mean?
Pardon, sir?
Okay, go on.
Sir, I am from Jharsuguda. I studied 10th Saraswati Sishu Vidya Mandir, graduate Cambridge Institute, Ranchi, not from England, note it. And I am putting my screwdriver everywhere and seeing what is happening. I am a hidden scientist.
Okay, so what experience do you have?
Sir, I am working with BSNL telephone company. Whenever the line goes off, I ride the telephone khamba and make the line good. And during my spare time, I chat on girls on Facebook. And also, I collect pan masala wrappers. I have a huge collection, almost 2000.
And how do you see yourself progress in this career?
Sir, I will have a fruity career in your steamy company and I will perform and reach the climax position.
Okay, and can you shift to Oman? Will you have any problems shifting to Oman?
Sir, I do not have any problem to shifting abroad country, but I will not change my religion. Otherwise, I am very open-minded and I am always happy, even when I am sad. And I am morally very good, morally very high. And I have also my resignation letter ready from DSN.
Okay, so then we'll get back to you.
Sir, I am getting the job now.
We'll get back to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
If you look at this point, the interview, it went on different way. I think somebody has typed some messages here. Thank you so much. And everybody, in case, try to fill the registration form related to your CPD certificate, material and presentation slides will send you. Aishwarya or Shakuntala, can you please type in the chat box once again? Let them try. And whomever they're typing in the chat box also will take into consideration. Remember, either typing your name and email ID in the chat box or registration form. Otherwise, you will not get the CPD certificate. Thank you so much, Aishwarya, for pasting the link. Here, so many funny conversations we look at in the various types of companies. But importantly, some few people technically they are very good, but they cannot communicate properly. So such people, they need to work on that, because everything in the world, we can learn anything. Importantly, your efforts, your focus. That's why when you want to speak, especially the non-native speakers, we majority think in our own language, native language. We want to convert into the English. Try to tomorrow onwards start to learn, think in English and speak in English. Practice a small amount of conversations and then you can do your best. Question by Nelson. I think that man did not get the job. Yeah, sure. How he will get? Who will select such a person who cannot communicate properly? Even he is calling that lady as sir, or maybe in the other elements. That's why here your common sense is very important. And also accuracy versus fluency is also very important. What do you mean by accuracy versus fluency? Majority of us, we think if we speak English very fast or any communication, other people may appreciate you. Especially this applies to the professionals working in any other countries. That's not correct. When you speak with others, you can maintain some pauses, because fluency is meant for how do you speak correctly, properly, and without any gaps. But accuracy is where the concise words, proper words, even written and as well as the communication. This fluency works whenever you are speaking in the oral communication skills. Because of my several mentoring sessions and also the various seminars and webinars, I used to observe many engineers and also construction professionals. They know they cannot speak fluently. Even when I mentored more than, I think, 1000 presentation slides materials to my mentees, when they come for the interview for 1 hour, any certification interviews, they cannot even speak properly. That means there's a lack of preparation. The preparation time at any time in your life, anything what you are learning, guys, practice is important. The hard work is important. And you need to learn hard work happily. Yeah. Everybody wants success. After that, they want to become happy. That's very fundamentally wrong step. This applies to all of you, whether you're young, middle, or old age. Any time to do any type of hard work, first to bring the happiness to the first investment. Happiness is very important. But majority people think, let me get the success, I want to become happy. That's wrong. Try to apply my technique, which I apply in my life. For example, if I want to start a business, if I want to get a success, definitely I have to do hard work. Without putting efforts, without putting the consistent area, we cannot reach to the any level. For example, today I'm going to explain about the business communication skills program, which we are launching from 6th of November. The points what I am talking today, which is enlightening all of you to understand the important aspects, what you require to learn, what you require to demonstrate. As an example, dot of influencing. Dot of influencing is very important. For example, some company kept you as a contracts manager, and you went with a client, negotiation with a client. You have an excellent contractual knowledge, claims knowledge. You're expert, you have hands-on, I can say demonstration of documents, also substantiation, everything you have. But while communicating with other persons, meeting the client, meeting the example consultant, also the other stakeholders, the way you express your company problem to other persons in a right manner. Example, you are at a burden at your company. Contractually, you agreed. Then contractually, engineer rejected your client. But it is beyond than your burden. If you know the law and principles, you should know how to speak with the client in a convincing manner, influencing manner. Also, your business relations. And also, at any time, any conflicts comes between the people, between the departments, or between the organizations. Do you have the capability to handle that? Sometime in companies and the teams, maybe one lead will come and tell about you or to management. The other person has some conflicts with me. That means misunderstanding. Then how to handle it? Any conflict can be managed, mitigated, resolved, improved, enhanced, solved. End of the day can become happy. And apart from that, in the soft skills, majority of the professionals today, the worldwide, people are struggling on two important aspects. One is time management. Also, for every small thing, procrastination. See, blaming others is very important. Blaming companies are, certain times we do that. My statement is very simple. Don't blame companies. Don't blame managers. Don't blame anyone in the life. Don't blame family. Don't blame teachers. Don't blame universities. Don't blame nationality. Don't blame personality. Don't blame anything. You know why? Because you are the responsible. You are responsible to resolve your cases. Because sometimes you can see every nationality people, they are getting some Nobel awards. Yeah. Also, they are getting success in their career, businesses, professions, practice, sports. This way, one of the area you all have to learn is called how to manage your stress. Stress management, it always creates by you, not by others. Sometimes people think that I am highly stressed. My question to you is, who caused the stress to you? Why the stress reached to you in what extent? How far it is affecting you and your, I can say, work-life balance. Today, everyone wants a good job. Less work, more salary, more comfort. Recently, when I asked one young person, what type of a job you want? They said, I want weekly 3 days job. Yeah, every week, international trip. Every month, bonuses. and every 3 months increment, promotion every 6 months. If possible, hand over the business. Yeah, possible. Nothing wrong in your dreams, guys. Dream big, but importantly, how far it is possible. So one of the soft skill in the industry today, your executive presence. While I was working in some projects, one of the gentlemen from cost consultancy director, in the summer in Dubai at the time, temperature was 52 degrees outside, boiling. And the meeting he attended with a suit, tie, and complete, of course, office room has AC, but he has to come all the way driving, parking the car, parking to inside. I was surprised. Rest of the professionals, they're not managing. So wearing suit and tie, does it gives you a complete image? No. Some of the software company CEOs, top guys, if you look at in the several seminars, several public meetings, they come with a nice t-shirt and also a simple jean pant, maybe sometime with chappals also. But does it an executive presence? That's why executive presence always depends on what type of a company that you are attending. Also, what type of an occasion. That should not be like a common. Understand executive presence where required. And that's why communication skills today, I will do a one exercise now by demonstrating how you can introduce yourself by using a technique called SAID about your skills, your experience, your academics, apart from that, your soft skills. The way you have to segmentize your mind mapping. Mind mapping is very important. We always want to learn several technical skills, commercial skills, financial skills, contracts, etc. FIDIC, so many. How many things you will learn in the industry? Recently, one gentleman, he asked me, Ramesh, I learned many things. I want to do MSc. I want to double MSc, this course, that course. I say only one thing in the life. Do one practical course in the life. Do you want certificate or you want a confidence? That's why in this world, especially Middle East and India, I'm well known as an APC trainer. I teach around 27 competencies in the both QS and project management to make the people to be certified as chartered professionals from RACs UK. That's my APC business, what I do in the worldwide. But after teaching all these competencies, some of the candidates, they never, ever explore what they learn, but how to utilize that into the industry. That's why change in the world is very important. And today, I know a couple of young people who are attending today in this webinar. There is a few points they are telling. Yeah, thank you so much for all of you. This is a very small case study which I did it. But recently, what I observed, especially the young people, this video is one of the small interview video of a millennial. I am playing this video by chance. If any advertisement comes, don't get panic. Okay, I'm not sure this is a direct link to YouTube. Let me play this video. Watch it for a while. This is very important experience for all young people, how you need to work in the interviews. If you are a senior people, how to handle the millennials.
They say patience is a virtue.
It's one of the.
But what if it...
Amy, it says you are trained in technology. That's very good. Are you adept at Excel?
No.
PowerPoint?
No.
Publisher?
Not really.
Exactly in what area of technology are you proficient?
Snapchat, Pinterest, Instagram, Vine, Twitter. You know, the big ones.
I'm surprised you didn't say Facebook.
That's for old people, like my parents. That's funny.
Well, Amy, when you're working for me, you have to have those kind of research skills because I'll send you things for you to comb through and get the answers and send them to me. So for that, you got to be really good at technology.
For stuff like that, no problem. I'll just ask Siri.
You'll just ask Siri?
You know, Siri, tell me this, Siri, find me that. We're all good at getting you the answers.
Tell Siri, I want you ready to go at 8 sharp each and every morning.
I don't understand
What don't you understand?
what you just said.
You don't understand. Be ready to go?
No. You said 8, right?
Yes.
8 like in the morning 8?
Yes, in the morning.
Yeah. That kind of doesn't work for me. Who gets up at 8?
I do.
I Skype with my French boyfriend in Paris until like 3 in the morning. I don't even get to Starbucks until like 10, where I order my grande chai tea latte, 3 pumps, skim milk, light water, 2% foam, extra hot, but not too hot. So if it's okay, I work best in the morning at 10:45.
Wow. Amy, I don't think we're going to be a good fit.
Why are you so negative? I can sense your hostilities, and right now I am not feeling very safe. I've been here for over 5 minutes, and the only nice thing you have said to me was nice resume, which I typed all night for this meeting with you. You've given me no guidance, no validation, no encouragement, no supervision. Is there an HR director somewhere?
HR director?
Yes, I need to speak to someone. I may have to take off today as a mental health day.
Take the day off. Amy, look at me. You don't work here.
Are you firing me?
Okay, yes.
Thank you so much. I believe all the people who are giving the messages for the self-introduction, thank you once again. So now here, the point which I want to highlight, especially the millennials generation today, they want to grow very quickly. They don't have patience. And also every young people today, you need to understand the next generation is the next generation areas. We need to see that how to manage, understand the, especially when I look at the places like India and also Asian countries, the young people, they are starting the biggest companies, startups, and highly successful. End of the day, we have to see the change of the world. And at the same time, your time management skills, how to prioritize your tasks, which are important. That's why in the Middle East candidates, also in India and other candidates, try to learn 2 things when you're working in a hierarchy of management. Number 1, listen to your managers and also leaders and directors, and the task given by them, make it as a first priority. Plus, you have your individual tasks which are required to be attention to be done. That is also first priority, which is basically called your high urgency to do it. That's why you have to divide your tasks to make sure which are to do first, which can do next, schedule them, sometimes do it later, plan it, or sometimes delegate to others. Certain tasks are not required, that has to not required to do it, which is a low urgency. Once you make your matrix, you can slowly manage your stress along with that. Stress management is very, I can say, not important activity. First of all, don't go to the stress. Why? You have to manage stress. Thus, the important techniques. Every human being today in this world are totally overloaded by so much of information in our career. Example, morning to until night before you sleep, so much of information is making you sometime happy, sometime unhappy. Yeah. An example today, one of my friend is telling WhatsApp is such a useful tool, at the same time, such a dangerous tool. Suppose if your boss send you a message saying that, wow, you got an increment and bonus, this makes you happy. Even midnight also you will be happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But the same boss may send a message midnight and ask you, have you done the work? We don't like. We'll say, why you texted me after 6 o'clock? Bloody out of the time. Tomorrow, let's see, boss. What I mean is today, no one has in the world today patience. The patience is one of the skill which comes from controlling you and your emotions with your, I can say, circumstances and surroundings. That's why every human being today, or not doing any sort of a minimum exercise, bit of principle of meditation techniques. And apart from that, our timings of sleeping time, eating things. And apart from that, once you've been connected in the social media, as an example, every day I watch LinkedIn, I see my LinkedIn. Minimum 1 hour of time I will spend in LinkedIn, morning to evening time. Anytime I will see sometimes some people are getting promotions, businesses, happy things, success things. At the same time, certain other things also I look at. But here you need to manage your emotions. Very important thing which is to manage stress is because these 2 points are not allowing the people to learn. That's why very importantly in the world, every fresher want a job. But you see one of the recruiter here, how he is interviewing a fresher. Listen to this small video.
They say patience is a virtue. But what if
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me. That's my resume.
Oh, great. We're looking for someone who has a lot of experience in this work.
I thought this was an entry-level position.
Yes, well, experienced entry level. Experienced is sort of implied. We're looking for someone who's really a team player, but can also work independently as well. So it's really important that the person who fills this role is someone who has a lot of initiative, won't rock the boat, will shake things up, but takes a very cautious approach in making decisions, is a real risk taker, but plays by the rules. We don't like to micromanage around here, but we do require hourly status updates. In fact, I just do it via video chat. I just keep it open. In fact, hey Steve, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, we're doing the interview right now. Just wanted to update you on that. Say hi to Steve.
Steve.
We're looking for someone who's confident but not overly confident, innovative but traditional, easy to work with but with a bit of an edge. You know, I think reliable maverick is the best way I can sum up this position. This is indeed an experienced entry level position, so the offer is going to reflect that, but we do have a lot of great snacks in the kitchen. Kind bar? She's gone, Steve.
So guys, that's what happened in the world today. And especially these videos, what I shown to you, that's the reality in the world. No young people have today patience in this particular process because they've been well established and pampered by their parents. That's why being, if you are a manager and if you are managing the people, you must and should learn what type of background they came from to make sure every time as a manager, you should develop some techniques. You should be first self-motivated, then make the people to get learn. And these are the few tips, especially the attitude is very important. Attitude means expectations, nothing else. What your managers are expecting from you, and at the same time, what you are expecting from your management, if it is not matching, that makes the people to talk about attitudes. But attitude is a very simple word. As long as you work within the company, internally you have to manage yourself. Same time, external stakeholders when you are talking, how do you make sure your self-motivating skills, influencing skills, convincing skills, end of the day, the only one principle, how to make it happen, the given task. I know some couple of professionals attending from non-engineers. If you are from business development or from other areas, your primary role, what is your objective and how you require to reach that. That's why technical skills always give the job to you, but your soft skills can make you to become a manager. At that time, how do you manage yourself? How do you manage others? That is a prime goal. That's why today I would like to thank everyone. I request all of you to stay another 5 to 10 minutes. Today I'm going to explain the important aspects of the upcoming one of the advanced program which I created, which is a combination of several programs from the various institutions. Example, I've been to Dubai, several British communication skills, British Council, both general English, business English, and also leadership English. There are several programs where I attended. From my experience of mentoring, I designed this program. Name is called Business Communication Skills Program, short form BCSP. which gives you effective development and understanding the communication process, which will start from 6th of November, achieving the communication with clarity. How do you make sure craft your impactful writing? Then how do you build the framework for your right conversations, communications, and engaging, connecting effectively with the people, plus mastering your presentation, plus interview skills, sharpening your skills with the light practice sessions. Also, conclusion. We have a detailed brochure which we develop. In each agenda sessions, I put it into this particular form. This brochure we will send to all of you. In the total 8 sessions with my team of trainers, myself, and also Fazana, we have one of the special image coach from India, and also we have one of the senior consultant who can support this journey, Ms. Sunanda. In this journey, what you are going to learn, enhance the communications, confidence building, structured conversations, how today I shown to one of the senior professional, plus active listening skills, plus audience engagement. Apart from that, aims meant for professional networking. That's why who can join this BCSP, this program, any professional at any level, they can join and they can do the mastering their things. That's why today, blaming others and blaming us and blaming the time, thus not at all, will not help us. This is a very unique program worldwide because it's not just developed by a trainer. I was a practitioner in the industry in the senior management positions in the procurement, contracts management, plus the real industry today in the last 6 years of my entrepreneurship. Incorporate into giving the right advices, both for success in the career. That's why every construction professionals and also business management professionals, you should know how to craft your CV appropriately with your personal branding skills, which also we like to train you in this program, plus your LinkedIn profile branding. We provide all the reference books, plus 20 hours of the international CPD certificate. End of the day, that gives you the parallelly your confidence as well. That's why the knowledge and the skills we require to get it in the right platform from the right mentors. We are here. And that's why I want to highlight all of you. Don't worry long time with all your existing problems. Learn maybe one suggestion in the whole training can change your life, can make you be happy. That's why to get into the happiness is a serious business in the world. And try to learn the things. Importantly, start thinking positive. Believe in yourself is very important. End of the day, no one will come with us in our life with our dreams. Live for your passion, live for yourself. At the same time, positive spirits what you develop. One day, if you become successful, everybody will come and clap for you. Only thing is you have to wait for that moment and see that how better way you can become a leader in the industry, in the existing organization, also into the later organizations. This program details will send to all of you. These 8 sessions, 8 days in the evenings, Dubai time 8 to 12 p.m. Sorry, 8 to 10 p.m. And also this program, we have a registration form. We'll share along with your presentation slides. For Middle East region, the current fees is 1,500 dirhams for the total 20 hours program. And early bird entry people, they can get for 1,000 dirhams and try to reserve as soon as we have very limited seats. For the professionals from India, it is the 15,000 is our design fees. And in case if early bird join, people will also get the discount of 5,000 plus 10,000 is the general fees. My consultants will provide all the information to all of you. And thank you so much for all of you for attending sessions. AIMS, we developed with a lot of corporate training and also the great CPDs we provided. Plus, as being the managing director of my new company, it is called AIMS HR Consultancy. Definitely my network can become your network, but importantly, you have to take a decision. Unless you don't bring change in your life, nothing change will come to you. That's why I try to bring out these changes in the life, and that can become a wonderful thing in your career.